Welcome back, everybody. If you are just joining us, go and watch the first half of this video because otherwise it's really not going to make any sense. That is posted under the Ascension solo playthrough number 1. Last time we had just made a monster turn. We'd picked up this Hedron cannon and we just absolutely smashed it out of the park. I mean, it was a good turn. Everyone was excited about it. I think I heard cheers, but I can't tell. Anyway, it's the opponent's turn, so let's just get on with it. So they're going to pick up these two lifebound initiates, which, you know what, have them all day. I don't care. I'm all about this Makana right now. These lifebound folks, they're all right, but they're not this weird robot steampunk thing that, as previously mentioned, not all that fond of, but whatever. Oh, look at this. Alright, so we've got 5 runes. I'm going to play this and draw it just to see. Okay, so now we've got 5, 6, 7 runes to spend. And I'm going to work out battle points in a minute because goodness knows what we've got. I think we've got 7 per turn. Oh, wow. Anyway, so we've got, I keep forgetting, so we've got 7 runes to spend. So I'm going to probably just go with my Land Talker. I do really like this Demon Slayer, but I think we're actually pretty heavy on battle points at the minute. Like we're pretty much set with this whole construct setup down here. So I'm going to go with my Land Talker. So I've still got 1 left over from them. Let's see if we've got any more monsters. No, I've got 1 left over, so I'll probably pick up one of these at the end of the turn. But like I said, I like to leave my options open right until the last minute. Let me zoom in just a wee little bit. Okay. So we're gaining 1 battle point for each Makana construct. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 from our staff we picked up earlier, and 1 from our star, which is I think one of the very first cards we got. So the very loyal void construct. So that gives us 7 battle points with which to go out and slay this Earth Tyrant. I'm going to gain 5, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. That is pretty slick. So let's gain 2, gain a 5 over here, move all this along. The other thing is to be sure that you're never leaving any empty spaces here. You always want a full row to make your decisions from. That's specifically the game says, like, never ever make a decision when you don't have 6 cards to look at. Alright, well, that means that I've got 1 battle point left over. I've just pulled 2 militia from my draw cards. That doesn't mean I'm going to waste a point, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm going to kill a cultist. And just for old time's sakes, now we're in the monster slaying business, to be honest. We're taking down Earth Tyrants, demons, sea tyrants, but, you know, we'll lend a hand in the cultist slaying business. Move all these along. The AI gets their 2 cards. We've done actually really well in not letting them get any monsters. I mean, we've only drawn, maybe 4 or 5 in the whole game so far, but we've done pretty well keeping them away from our opponent. So I've got to shuffle this, make my deck and my hand. I do like as well, like, kind of the rhythm of the game. As a solo player, you know, you don't want to get caught up in like long, like, complicated turns, and especially when it's like when you're playing for the AI as well, you don't want to like have to make, obviously not making decisions, maybe, or hopefully not making decisions. You're not playing 2-player game, 1-player, but you know, this plays out really quite smoothly. Like, once you've done your turn, you know, you're really already planning for your next turn. You don't have to do a lot of thinking in terms of what to do for the AI. So that's kind of cool. Alright, let's see what we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've got a heavy infantry, but we know we're going to get a mad amount of battle points. Why don't we do battle points first? So we've got 2 plus 7, that's 9. So we've got, I'll take 4 and kill this guy. We can gain 4. I will exchange. And then that leaves me with 5, right? So I could either do 2 of these or 1 of these. I'm going to do the Corrosive Widow because that gives me another 3, which I will retrieve. So that's another 3, and that leaves me with 1 battle point left, which is probably not going to be that helpful, but that's okay. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these, and I gain an honor point just for playing the Lifebound Initiate. That's how special she is. So let's see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll gain an honor point for playing her, and then I think I would like. Do I go with the Demon Slayer? Or do I go with the Druids of the Stone Circle? This is actually kind of a really cool card. I like the artwork on this. Those guys are pretty badass. Let's go with that one. Why not? Come on. Let's move things along. Got a nice... Oh, double Wind Tyrant. That's pretty cool. So we've got a sea. We've banished the sea. We've banished the Earth Tyrant. You're up next, mate. Let's see, what do we do? These 2 go to the AI. And you see, as the game starts to wind down, we've got 11. We've got 11 honor left. As the game starts to wind down, your tactics will start to change as well. You're going to really want to focus on just mostly ending the game as soon as you can without the AI getting any points. So this is cool. So I've got all runes, which is like, oh crap, my Wind Tyrants are going to stay there and he's going to get them. But actually, we know that we're going to generate so many from our constructs that I'm not even going to think about it yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you know what? And we've got a construct out here, which is pretty... I think I might want to buy that. So I'm generating 3. So all I need to spend is 2 to get this into my hand and onto my board because of my Rocket Courier. I'm also going to draw a card because I have the Borrower, Mark II. I have then pulled a Mistake of Creation. And I think what I'll do next is maybe let's look at my battle points. So I've got now every turn, if I can, oh, maybe I'll point this down a bit. Oh, can I? Yeah, tilt that a little bit. So now I've got, this generates 1 for each Meccana construct. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I've got 7, 8 for my staff. That means I've got 9, which allows me to take out this Wind Tyrant, which is 3 and 3 honor. Runes, and then this fellow, which gives me 4, and I can banish a card. So I'll do. This actually might end up being the last turn of the game because I think I'm probably about to get all of this. Okay, so now I've got to think. So I've got, what have I got? This is where you maybe need a piece of scrap paper, something like that, because this is getting a bit ridiculous. So I've got 9. I've spent all my 9, so I don't have any more battle points left. But I did gain 3 runes from that turn, or from that Wind Tyrant. So that means I've got 7, which means I might pick up either... Well, I probably just want to pick up the one with the most one with the most victory points on it. So that's probably going to be this guy. Oh, and I can also banish a card in the center row. I'm going to banish this fellow because I don't want my opponent getting 3 victory points. I'd rather have them just gain this 2. And that actually gives us another choice. Hopefully it's something good. Oh man, I wish I had time to defeat you, Xeron, Duke of Lies. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to play all those down and get this and this. It's not going to be the last turn of the game, but it'll be pretty close, I think. Well, next turn will be. So then the AI's turn is going to be this, this, that, and there. We'll move these. You following this? I hope you are. I hope this is, you know, not just absolute nonsense being spoken into a video camera. So those go onto my discard. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my hand. Let's see. Oof, it's a bit of a weird mix. Okay. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 battle points. Draw 2 cards, and then draw another card. So I'm getting 11 battle points, and I'm drawing 3 cards, which is monstrous. I'm just hoping there's at least one more cultist that we can kill. Come on. Just for old time's sake. So I'm drawing 1 more card from that. So now we've got 11 battle points. Plus, oh, 1 more. Look at that. And, oh my gosh, and this guy who we can defeat a level 4 monster without even paying its cost. So we'll play that down, get this mistake of creation out here. I'm going to gain 4 points, which I'm going to have to take from the reserve baggie here. It is way more fun, I'll tell you what. It's way more fun to pull Honor out of a medieval font than it is a Ziploc bag. But I understand that they can't be printing one of these out for everybody, can they? So I'm going to take 1, I'll put this back as change. That gives me this. Oh, I love that card. So now I've still got 11 battle points, which means I'll just take down this fellow because, I mean, what are you even still hanging around for? That means we've got 1 honor left in the font. Let's see what we've got in here. We've got a mistake of creation. So that means I've got 5 more battle points, which I can then kill this mistake of creation as well. Gain another 4 honor. I mean, we're just... This is the turn. This turn is the turn of ages. Let's see. So then I've got 1 battle point left, so forget that. And then I've got... Oh, I'm all confused now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 points to acquire constructs with. So I guess I'll just spend 2 and get this. That can go into play right away. And then I've got 3 and gain 1. So I'm going to pull a card for this guy. Oh, we've got 2 runes left. Pull another card. Whew. 2 runes plus 3 runes is 5 runes. So what's the best thing we can buy here? Oh, probably nothing. That's rubbish. Well, okay. So we'll do... How many runes did I say we've got? Oh, geez. 5? 5 runes. So I'll do this. Well, no, I'll do this and this. And then just see what we get. I mean... Another... Okay, and then we'll play this. We will defeat a cultist for old time's sake. That is the last honor point of the game, which means our AI's turn is the last turn. We always finish the round, so because we always go first, the AI will always have a turn at the very end. So that means they do pick up this nice Cetra Weaver of Stars. This is a really cool card. You get any hero without paying its cost, and then you put it on the top of your deck, not even your discard, so you just play it the next turn. Blam. That is that. And I'm pretty positive that we've won this, because to be fair, that was probably the best turn of this game I've ever played. I mean, look at that. We managed to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards in one go. So 12 cards from a 5-card hand is pretty decent. I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to count up. I'm going to tell you if I won or not. Oh, I guess I should actually probably show you how to calculate that, because maybe you're interested. So I'm going to take all my cards, all my discard cards, all my hand cards, all my constructs, my wonderful, wonderful constructs that have me generating awful amounts of battle points towards the end there, and I'm just going to count them up. So I'm going to count, or I shouldn't say I'm going to count them up, I'm going to count the honor points on the bottom left, then add that to my honor points scored in gem form, and that will be my total score. So we don't get anything for the apprentice because those were started in our deck, but I will start here, and then so you see I'm just going to add all these up, and then I will do the same for my opponent, and I will let you know how it goes. Okay, I'll save you my simple mathematics. Alright, be right back. Okay everyone, I've totaled up the points. I said I thought I was going to win. I swear this wasn't rigged. I didn't cook the deck, I promise, but this is the best score that I've ever got on this game. I have scored what I think is a massive 113 honor points to a dismal 58 for our opponent. We've shut him out. We've shut him out. There's no other way to say it. I've never scored over 100 in this game, and to score 113 on camera, I feel like it's going to look a bit shady, but I hope that you'll believe me. I'd love to hear from anyone who's played the game what their highest scores are, what they've managed to accomplish playing solo against the AI. I've had a couple of losses. To be honest, I have won most of the games that I've played against the AI, but it's usually pretty close. Like last game I played was like 70 to 67. It was like tense. I was counting up his cards. I was holding my breath at the end. This was an absolute rout, and I think I've got to put it down to the construct cards that we were able to get pretty early on in the game, and then the lack of monster cards that we didn't get that many, and by the time they started coming up, we already had all the battle points generating automatically to kind of allow us to just peel through them. I mean, he didn't really get a look in. Anyway, I'd love to hear in the comments what you think. If you've seen that I've made a mistake, I would be happy to go back through and fine-comb tooth this video to see what I've done wrong. But let me know what you think in the comments. I don't think I'm going to start rating games, but I really love Ascension. I think it's a really cool, kind of easy to get into deck builder. It does feel like once the machine kicks off, it's really fun and you feel powerful. Those first few rounds are really hard to watch these like awesome cards get given to the AI just with no effort on their part. But then once you get started, it really does kind of ramp up. And you saw, I mean, that last turn was unbelievable. Who says one-player games aren't fun? I had a blast. So yeah, let me know what you think. Give me a like or a subscribe if you want to see more content, and I will try to do some more one-player games. Alright, thanks everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.